I'm Seth Taylor, and I'm with Maine Sport Outfitters here in Rockport, Maine. We're a full-service fishing shop and guide service on the coast of Maine, but we not only fish inshore saltwater, but we do lakes and rivers locally as well. Maine Sport Outfitters has been in business in Camden and Rockport area of the mid-coast of Maine since the late 70s, and we have a new location opening up in Rockland. So pretty exciting to have that much exposure to all of the great harbors where you can go fishing right out front, you can go paddling, you can go biking, and that's kind of all of the activities that we support. So, I mean, we just really want to get people in the outdoors longer, happier, however we can hook them up with the gear that'll make that happen. It's kind of what it's all about. Maine Sport Outfitters is pretty fortunate to have home waters that include salt water that's really kind of like open bay, almost open ocean salt water, and inshore estuaries, big lakes, small ponds, rivers and streams. So that means we've got all the black bass, largemouth and smallmouth. We've got crappie and white perch and yellow perch, great toothy critter fishing with pike and pickerel. And then when you get into the saltwater environment, it's basically about striped bass, but there is some exciting variety there too. I actually think mackerel are super sport. I mean, they're like small tuna. So on trout gear, it's really great fun. So I just encourage people to get fishing with kind of whatever they have, and you'll catch a wide variety of the species that we have available, just kind of fishing one fly or one approach. So home waters are diverse and plentiful. So regarding the Douglas lineup and how it kind of overlaps with all of our fisheries here, I really love the choices in the long rods especially. So starting with the LRS, for an incredibly awesome design in an awesome rod in a two-piece package, you get a in excess of 10-foot really technical fly rod. So you get roughly a 10.5 footer when you put on the two-handed grip that screws on and you screw the regular butt section off of the LRS. I mean, this is just such an awesome entry point for anybody into big game angling, the way that I really like to do when you're fishing lead-eyed flies and you're fishing sunken flies or lines a long distance. Having a 10-footer just kind of keeps it up over the water more easily and handles a longer line, rolling it to the surface, and therefore fewer motions just putting it out there. I was fortunate enough to have the whole session with the 10.5-foot 6-weight DXF this morning. That's an investment that just really makes sense as soon as you get a chance to fish it. But after it's been like a best friend for years and years and years and you've been fishing it, you're really thinking that was a steal for something that's that high performance and that light doing that kind of job. So I was fishing an 8-weight clear intermediate sink line on 10.5-foot 6-weight rod. It cast the whole line effortlessly when I just didn't push it too hard, focused on the double haul and kept that motion concise. But handling nice sized fish like that, really like turning a fish that I couldn't let go into mooring equipment and that sort of thing with ease. What an absolute winner. So just love the variety of price points and the incredible performance you get all the way through the lineup. Yeah, what more can I say? Thank you, Douglas. The 10.5-foot format I really like for almost all of our local fishing, whether I'm fishing out on the lake for rainbows and bass or I'm fishing inshore saltwater. I'm fishing the same full sink lines or kind of shooting head floating lines, and they're all in roughly the same weights. So a 10.5-foot 5 or a 10.5-foot 6, sometimes we'll be casting 8-weight or 9-weight lines on them. So they're doing big game jobs, but they're light enough that you can cast them over a long day, and they're long enough that you can cast long lines more easily. So basically the LRS series with the two-handed fighting butt attached is more or less a 10.5-foot rod, or it feels that way, with a great fulcrum point in the hand, casts comfortably single-handed, just holding the grip further down by the reel. And the same thing with the DXF, just the DXF is lighter, stronger, better, faster, tougher. Can't say enough about how that handles fish when you really need to steer them around. Just a really sweet stick. So go get a 10.5 footer in your price point and fish it. So if you're interested in chasing big game in a beautiful part of the world, come check us out. Bye for now.